Hello, it's Alex back again. This is my second coronavirus inspired video. And this one is about business and in particular small business, because I see around me right now it's starting to happen because we're all locked down. We're all, in self-isolation. The effect that's having on the economy and small businesses in particular is immense. I've got friends that, own pubs, own music venues, and for them right now it's a very scary situation because their businesses rely on people visiting them, and we can't do that right now because of the virus. So I just wanted to share a couple of things that I've seen that have kind of been a bit of a ray of light on this, and how some businesses are adapting to what's happening right now. I mean, for some businesses, it's going to be impossible. If you run a pub, it is going to be really difficult. There's no other way of putting it. It's going to be difficult for you because it's very hard to transition that sort of business onto the internet, because that's really the only option we've got right now, isn't it? We need to move onto the internet. We need to try. There's a siren in the background. Never mind. The emergency services are doing a great job right now, aren't they? But yeah, the only option for business right now is they have to try and conduct themselves on the internet. And for a pub, for a cafe, that is going to be really, really hard. But as I say, there has been a few little rays of light that I've seen, some great signs of positivity and businesses adapting. And I want to share a couple of examples and thoughts that I've had. The first one, and this is what actually inspired me to create this video, was something that my daughter, who's 3, was involved with just the other day. So she normally goes to playgroups and all the time, and obviously that's a no-no right now. You can't go to playgroups. But she basically visited an online playgroup. It was by a guy called Captain Fantastic, I think. Generally does kids parties, and you'd think that kids parties, again, that's a business that's just going to collapse in this situation. But no, he's taken what he does and he's put it onto Facebook. And yeah, basically he did a little playgroup on the internet. Got tons and tons of views, collected money via GoFundMe, and it's a great idea. And I think as we go forward, it's going to become like the norm for us to socialise and for kids to socialise on the internet. And that was just one great example of how they're adapting, because all his parties that he had booked, they'd all got cancelled straight away as soon as this thing hit. And yeah, it's fantastic. And just in my own personal situations, so I regularly go to karate. Obviously, I'm not going to karate anymore, being in dojo with a load of sweaty people and sparring, and that is probably the best way to get a virus. So that's a no-no, but I still want to do karate. So I've been talking to my sensei about how we can move this onto the internet, how he can deliver a class via a camera, via a platform, maybe Facebook or something else, how we can pay for that experience, and how he can survive as a karate club. Because again, that's another area that if people don't go and do karate, it won't be there when we come out the other side of this horrific thing that's happening to us right now. So the message in this video, I like to have a message in my videos, is a lot of businesses can adapt and can move online, and it's going to be a little bit obscure. It's going to be difficult. It might be something that you were thinking of doing with your business, and now you've actually got a bit of a catalyst that's going to push you forward and make you do it. So let's say the karate club, you think, well, that's the end, but no, you can move that online. Maybe you're a musician and all your gigs have just been cancelled. You can share your talent and your creativity via the internet. And maybe you're always thinking about setting up that YouTube channel and recording some videos around your music. Well, now is the time for you to do that. And if you've got fans, I'm sure if you reached out to them and offered a live gig on the internet, they would contribute something towards that in order to keep you going. So I know it all just seems so overwhelming and depressing at the moment for so many people that have small businesses. But, I think with a little bit of creativity And just by learning and utilising the technology that we've got, the fantastic technology that's available to us, you can still deliver whatever it is you do to your customers, but it just has to be across the internet. I've said there are some exceptions like the pubs and the cafes. I've been thinking about this for a while. I'm struggling to think how they can adjust their business, because they're all about bringing people together, aren't they? Especially pubs. It's not really about the beer or the food or whatever. It's about the venue and about the bringing people together, and that's been taken away right now. So, in those situations, maybe it's just drawing on your whatever you do as a business owner. Maybe you've got something else that you can bring to the front and put onto the internet. So, maybe you are a landlord of a pub, but you are also really good at guitar, or you're able to teach people Spanish or something, and you're going to have to shift over to that and then, and put it onto the internet. So that's where I'm at with this video. These videos, I don't know how they're going to turn out. I need to vent some of my thoughts on this situation. It's a scary situation. People are going to get ill, heaven forbid, but we could lose loved ones, especially older or more vulnerable ones. So it is a scary time. But as well as the health side, there is this economic side that's going to have a massive impact on small businesses. And, we need to help each other get over this. And I'm here if you've got any questions about anything that I can maybe help you with, anything internet related, creating video, streaming, whatever, then just ask me a question, leave a comment below, and I'll read all the comments, of course, and I'll try to reply to as many as I possibly can. But yeah, I think that brings us to the end of this video. Do leave me a comment below. Do stay safe. Keep washing your hands and all that business. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.